Hello guys and welcome back to a new episode of Laps and Yaps. I have to admit I'm pretty nervous because it's the first time I've ever done it on my own, just kind of talking to you lot. But I thought the Formula 1 season is over and I haven't really done much Formula 1 content on my YouTube, so we might as well sit and chat about it. So I'm basically going to talk about the top 3 drivers, because I think the seasons they all had are impressive, some shocks and some flops. Let's start with the fact Lando Norris is our new world champion. Congrats to him. It's been a long time coming, especially after 2024. You just knew he was going to come in fighting this year. But yeah, 7 wins and pole positions along with 18 podiums. He had a pretty good season. He had his form kind of stayed with him throughout the year. He was consistent. Obviously, Canada happened where he crashed with Piastri, and thinking back to then, you were thinking that's not the move of a world champion, but he definitely built on that. I think he learned, and well, here we are now. LM1, I actually can't believe he's gone for number 1. The way his brand has been built around LM4, I thought he would have kept it, but getting to use number 1 obviously is a massive privilege. If you can use it, you're going to. I would definitely be using it. Can I just say though, after Zandvoort and the DNF and the gap, I generally was like, that is it, title fight over. So, was I proven wrong? Definitely. Oh my god. It made for some interesting races, so I'm not going to complain. But yeah, his championship win is a long time coming. It was deserved. You can't argue. You can argue. I know people are going to argue, team orders and stuff like Monza, which obviously now you look back and you think, okay, well, without that, Verstappen would have won. Yeah, that can't be the only time. But still, he clawed his way back to fight. And then our second place finisher, Max Verstappen. I counted him out after Spa. So him to come back and finish 2 points, the positions swapped by the McLarens in Monza behind. Just imagine if Leclerc had they hadn't pitted Norris, or they'd pitted Norris 1 lap later and Leclerc had got through. Just imagine. We would have had Ver 5 to happen. That would have been mad. But he had 8 wins and 8 poles, so the most of any driver last year, I believe. It was a shock. I didn't expect him. Genuinely, especially, I don't think he expected it, and I think that's what I liked about him so much, was his attitude. He was like, yeah, I didn't expect to be in a title fight. And he was very honest. He was like, the only reason I'm here is because the other teams have made mistakes. It's fun for him to shit on McLaren, because, well, it's not his team. Especially Zach Brown and what Zach Brown has said about him, you'll be more than happy to be like, yeah, I'm here because they messed up. You would be placing that blame immediately. You wouldn't be waiting. You'd be like, no, that's not my team. That's their team. But, yeah. Especially, start the season, and then all of a sudden he won. I can't even think what race he won. But he won again, and he was just on fire. Yeah. It was deserved. He definitely deserved. I don't know. Did he deserve a 5th? Yeah, I think he does deserve a 5th. And it is a shame that it comes down to team orders. But it is a team sport at the end of the day. As much as it is a single sport, it's also the team sport, because you can't drive the car without having the team behind you to build the car, or do a pit stop, or to do the repairs, or to help you with strategy and stuff. So, yeah. And our 3rd place in the World Drivers' Championship goes to Oscar Piastri. You could definitely tell he was disappointed after Abu Dhabi. You would be if you'd been leading the leading the championship for that long, and then all of a sudden you finish third. Yeah, he has such a good form at the start of the year. He won 3 races in a row, got a Grand Slam, hair on my mic, Grand Slam, fastest laps. Only driver to ever win a Qatar sprint, and it'll stay like that till at least 2027, because we're not got a Qatar sprint in 2026. hair on my mic, guys. So yeah, he had 7 wins, 6 poles, and 16 podiums. Did I say 6 or 16? 16 podiums, guys. I don't know if I said 6, but it's only his 3rd season now. And like, obviously, that's what you got to think about. Is he's been there for 3. Verstappen, that was his 11th. Norris, his 7th. I think 2026 Piastri's got a fighting chance for it, and I think he's learned from what he did. Like he's going to learn from Baku, Singapore. I mean, you just learn to not let your teammate past you. Austin, yeah, there's some other races definitely, but his start, like you definitely can't say he wasn't worthy of the championship fight he was in. Little disappointing that like. There were things from McLaren in Abu Dhabi when he was asking how can he win, and they weren't kind of, well, from what the media and what it's been portrayed as, McLaren didn't reply. They might have done, and it wasn't shown in that way. So I don't want to spread like false info and have McLaren attack me, but from what I've seen and what others have said to me, McLaren weren't trying to help him win, which is very disappointing. There's definitely some moments where I just think Oscar, maybe a move to Aston Martin wouldn't be the worst thing in the world for you. Or move to Red Bull once Verstappen's retired, because he's not a second driver, guys. That's the thing. I think McLaren signed him thinking we've got a second driver here. Like we've got one driver going on to his 5th season and one guy going on to his 1st season. Like he's a second driver. He is not a second driver, guys. Oscar Piastri is anything but a second driver. You're not managed by Mark Webber and you become a second driver. I mean, he was the second driver, but he wasn't. Like if you want an ideal second driver, you sign someone like Valtteri Bottas. Or someone like that kind of complex. His season was amazing though. And it's like really annoying because in my head I just go back to like Australia. If he hadn't have got stuck in the grass, like that's the points. Like Baku probably could have got the points. Monza. I keep mentioning Monza and I don't know why. Like at the time I was not even that raged and I didn't really think much of it because of the way it was kind of like, oh, well, Norris did say Oscar could pit and then the team did slow pit stop. But then at the same time, now thinking back, that wasn't Oscar's fault. Like, what are we doing? I kind of want them to bring back, like, banned team orders just to see what it would do. 2026, if fair, will be Oscar. I want to say 2026 will be Oscar's year, and if it isn't, you can all come back and attack me next year. And now on to some shocks, or what I'm calling shocks. Number 1, Hulkenberg podium in Silverstone. I actually still can't get over that, and that was middle of July, and I'm still here thinking Hulkenberg got a podium. It was actually iconic from him. The Lego trophies were cool, I think, but I feel I'd be a bit disappointed if that was my... I hope he got to keep the trophy. Because I know sometimes you can ask for it, or you get like a replica, but I hope he got the actual one. That'd be so cool for him. Hadjar podium in Zandvoort, thanks to Lando Norris' technical failure, which obviously disappointing for Norris. Great for Hadjar. I mean, oh my god, he had a flying season. I think he was like the 2nd highest Red Bull finisher. Obviously, Max being the 1st. I know Yuki was the lowest. And Sainz getting 2 podiums. What the hell? Baku he got a podium and I was like, guys, Sparkle's power, what the hell is it Baku? And then I want to say, yeah, and then Qatar he got another podium and I was like, guys. And then we also saw Vowles get attacked by Kako, which was just so funny. But those those drivers getting podiums just been shocks to me, but I feel maternal towards them. I need to stop with that because it's, especially the rookies, I'm just like, guys. Anyway, moving on. Here are what I would consider some flops. I got 3. I didn't want to be too harsh. Colapinto and Jack Doohan. That swap and just them together. I mean, Colapinto, how did you stay in, like... I just want to know why Colapinto was okay to score 0 points in 18 races, but Doohan wasn't okay to score 0 points in 6 races. 3 times the chance to score points, but he didn't. But obviously there must have been some reasoning behind it, but it was very disappointing for Jack to get dropped after Miami. Like, that's just so... It's going to be bad on your confidence as well. And then to see like Colin Pinto do like similar performances but get treated differently, you wouldn't enjoy it. You would not be enjoying it. Anyway, my next flop has to be Lewis Hamilton at Ferrari. The only bit of good that was shown, or good for Hamilton, was his sprint win in China, second round of the season. There was no podiums, there was no close to podiums. Really, like, I don't think there was ever any fight for podiums. He didn't seem to be getting on too well with his engineer either. Definitely some things that need to be changed, or they need to work out, I guess. Definitely no fights for wins, and there was quite a lot of not making it to Q3, which in a Ferrari you can't be doing. You can't be doing it. So I wonder if something's going to change for 2026. Maybe new regs, new Ferrari. Maybe it'll be your year, guys. God, I sound just as delusional as you. My third flop, Yuki Tsunoda in the Red Bull, which is so disappointing to say. I had such high hopes for him. Yeah, here we are, knowing he's not coming back. Well, he's saying he's test driver, but just disappointing, isn't it? And the last time we got a test driver that came back into the sport from Red Bull was Daniel Ricciardo. His treatment didn't go too well. But I just feel so disappointed with him, the fact that like Lawson and Hadjar outscored him in the end. And most of his points were scored, and he was in that V-carb, and it's just so disappointing for him. It's just so disappointing for him. Yeah. But 2026, we have Hadjar in the Red Bull and Arvid Lindblad in the Racing Bulls. I don't know if I consider Lindblad ready. I mean, I don't really know how his F2 season went. I haven't been able to follow it as much because of work and following British F4 and the football, and there's too much going on, guys. But I don't know. I hope Hadjar does well in the in the Red Bull. But I just want to know who is replacing Helmut Marko, guys. Just want to know, because imagine it's Sebastian Vettel. Actually, like, just imagine, like, what if Hadjar gets a podium and we see Vettel on the podium with him? Guys, it's actually not going to be. I need to stop. Anyway, on the delusion note, I will leave you. I hope you enjoyed me talking like this, because I fear I've just been yapping for about 18 minutes. I will have to trim this down quite a bit. But I will try do maybe once every 2 weeks. I won't.